So today our next part of this chapter, that is motion part 6. Okay. So in motion part 6 our topic will be velocity time graph. So today we will discuss about velocity time graph. In my earlier part, that is in part 5, I had explained you regarding the displacement time graph. So today I will explain you velocity time graph. In case of velocity time graph, velocity is to be plotted along y-axis. This is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, this is origin. X-axis represent the time. X-axis represent the time and y-axis represent the velocity in meter per second. Okay, and time is in your second. So here velocity time graph, in case of velocity time graph, velocity is to be plotted along y-axis with respect to the various time interval. Time interval is to be plotted along x-axis. Suppose now there are three cases arises. First case, you see, when velocity of a body, when the body is moving with uniform velocity. When the body is moving with uniform velocity. So that means, suppose your time is your 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second and so on, and the velocity is your 5, 10, 15 like that. Suppose in 0 second your velocity of the body is your 10 meter per second. In after 1 second again its velocity is your 10 meter per second. After 3 seconds the velocity is your again 10 meter per second. After 4 seconds again the velocity is your say 10 meter per second. Then if we will join all these points, it will be a straight line. If we will join all these points, this will be a straight line, and this straight line is parallel to time axis. So in this case, when the body is moving with uniform velocity, then velocity time graph is a straight line parallel to your time axis. So this is the nature of your velocity time graph when the body is moving with uniform velocity. Now in this graph, what information you can draw? Suppose if you will find out the displacement, area enclosed by velocity time graph, with your time axis will give you the displacement of the body during that time interval. So first is your area of velocity time graph with time axis gives displacement of the body. Suppose the body after 4 seconds, how much displacement it occur? So if you will 4 seconds is here, if you will enclose it with your time axis, then this figure will become this velocity time graph, which is joined with your time axis. It makes an closed figure of a rectangle. Then displacement equal to area of rectangle. Suppose here it is O, this is your A point, and this is your B, this is your C, So area of rectangle, your OABC. OABC. Then for finding the area, you know length is your 4 second. So this is your 4 second into the along y-axis the breadth is your 10 meter per second. So this is your 10 meter per second. So here the displacement equal to 40 meter. So if the body moving with a speed velocity of your 10 meter per second and the velocity of the body remain constant, that is why the body is moving with uniform velocity, neither it increases nor it decreases. So the velocity time graph is a straight line and it is parallel to your time axis. So the displacement of the body after 4 seconds is your 40 meter. So area of the velocity time graph enclosed with time axis give you the displacement of the body. Now for acceleration, if you want to find out the acceleration can be determined. Acceleration can be determined by finding slope of velocity time graph. So acceleration can be find out by finding the slope of velocity time graph. You know the slope can be determined by taking 2 points from the graph itself. So here acceleration is your slope of velocity time graph. If in this graph when the body moving with uniform velocity time graph is a straight line. Now you have to find out slope. Say you have taken 2 points, that is your 2 points, that is your say A point and B point. Then this will be the coordinate of your A is your 0, 0, 10. So here the slope is your, that is your vertical differences in your vertical column by your horizontal column. So here you can write for the slope in between these 2 points will be your, say here the velocity, here you can say vertical difference by horizontal difference. That means here for 0 time the velocity is your 10 meter per second, and in 4 seconds the velocity is your again 10 meter per second, and here final time is your 4 second minus this is your 0 second. So that means acceleration A will be the slope. Here the velocity final velocity is also 0, initial velocity is also 0, and time is your 4 second. So 0 by 4 equal to 0 meter per second square. So that means acceleration of the body when the body is moving with uniform velocity, then the graph is a straight line parallel to your time axis, and the slope, that is the differences in vertical height to the horizontal height, that is it, since the differences is same, so here the vertical difference becomes 0 because the same value on 0 second the speed was 10 meter per second, and after 4 seconds the velocity become 10 meter per second. So neither it increases nor decreases, remains same. So the column, vertical column the difference is 0, time increases from 0 second to 4 second is your 4 second, so after that acceleration is 0. So in this case, when velocity time graph is a straight line parallel to your time axis, your acceleration is 0. Now we will take another type of your velocity time graph. Another type of velocity time graph. For that I have to remove it. Now case 2. Case 2, you see when the body moves, moving with uniform acceleration. That means the body is uniformly accelerated, undergoes uniformly accelerated motion. In this case, velocity time graph, because here suppose this is your 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second. Say this is your 5, 10, 15, 20. This is your velocity and this is your time. Suppose in 1 second the velocity of the body is your 5 meter per second. Here unit is your meter per second and time is in your second. Okay, suppose in 1 second the body has the velocity of your 5 meter per second. After 2 seconds, suppose the body acquire a velocity of 10 meter per second. Then after 3rd second, say the body is moving with a velocity of say 15 meter per second. And after 4th second, say the velocity is your 20 meter per second. So if we will join all these points, you will see this is a straight line. These are the points that we have joined. So here this is the velocity time graph when the body is moving with uniform acceleration, because here the velocity increases in equal interval in equal magnitude. So if we will plot the velocity time graph for a body of uniformly accelerated motion, undergoes uniformly accelerated motion, the velocity time graph is a straight line inclined with time axis. In this case, velocity time graph is a straight line inclined with your time axis. So this is the velocity time graph, which is a straight line and inclined with your time axis. Now from this graph, if you want to find out the velocity, find out the acceleration, what will happen? Therefore acceleration can be calculated by the slope of velocity time graph. So for finding the slope, you consider 2 points. Say this is your A point, this is your B point. Say this is your origin. You draw the vertical column and you also draw the horizontal column. So you see this is your O, A, B, take C, D and E. So here slope can be determined. This is your del V, this is your del T. That means this value, the differences between, so suppose 0 in your 2 second, velocity is your 10 meter per second. and in 5 second velocity is your 20 meter per second. In 5 second velocity is your 20 meter, 20 meter, this is 10, 15, in 4 second it is 20, this is your 25, this is your 25, and this much is your 4, this is your 20, and this is your 15. Okay, so in 5 seconds, say the body is acquired a velocity of your 25 meter per second. So here, this is your 25. Clear? So in this case, you see the slope can be determined. Acceleration A will be your BC by AC. So BC can be written as your BD minus DC. And you see AC, this is your AC. AC can be rewrite as your ED. Further, ED can be written as OD minus OE and BD minus DC. So here you see BD means 25 meter per second minus your 10 meter per second, and OD is your 5 second minus OE is your 3 second. 5 second, O is your 2 second. So that means here 25 minus 10 is your 25 minus 10. So your therefore A will be equal to 25 minus 10 is your 15 meter per second, and time is your 3 second. So that means this is your 5 meter per second square will be the acceleration provided by this velocity time graph. So you can take out the acceleration from the graph by finding the slope. For finding the slope, you have to take in 2 points and the differences of the abscissa as well as the ordinate, that is the differences of your vertical column by the horizontal column, will give you the slope, and that will help to determine the acceleration. Now you have to find out the how much displacement it occur during that interval from 0 second to say 5 second. So for finding the displacement can be determined by finding the area enclosed by velocity time graph with your time axis. Area enclosed by velocity time graph with your time axis. Here your displacement equal to the velocity time graph is your OB, and here it is your area of triangle OBD. So that means if you will find here this velocity time graph makes a triangle with your time axis. So displacement can be determined by finding the area of your triangle OBD, which is your half into base. Base is your OD into height is your BD. So that means half of OD is your 5 centimeter per second, OD is your 5 second, and BD is your 25 meter per second. So that means this is your area, that is your half into 125 meter. second cancel. So this will be 2.5 meter. This is the 62.5 meter is the displacement covered by the velocity time graph, and the body undergoes uniform acceleration. It is a straight line inclined with your time axis. Slope gives the acceleration, and area will give you the displacement covered by the body during this time interval. So you have seen it. Okay. Then another example. Now I have to remove it. So now third case. When the body moving with non-uniform acceleration. Then velocity time graph is a curved line. Then velocity time graph is a curved line when the body is moving with a non-uniform acceleration. Suppose velocity are plotted along your y-axis, meter per second, and time is your plotted along x-axis. So in this case, your velocity time graph is just a curved line. Okay, so in this case, the body is moving with a variable acceleration, or that means non-uniform acceleration. And area, again, here also, when the body moving with a non-uniform acceleration, then the velocity time graph is a curved line. So in this case, acceleration, that means acceleration can be determined by the slope of your velocity time graph. Okay, acceleration at any instant can be found by the slope at that point. Okay, suppose this is your 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, like that. So if you want to, in 3 seconds you want to find out. Here this is your 3 second, 2 second, 1 second, 4 second, 5 second. So in 3 seconds you have to draw a tangent. Then the end of these tangents, you have to draw the vertical line and draw the horizontal line. This will be your del V and this will be your del T for finding the slope. So you have to, for this curved line, because the body is moving with your non-uniform velocity, so the body undergoes non-uniform acceleration. In this case, acceleration can be determined by finding the slope that is determined at that instant. If you have to draw a tangent, from this tangent you just draw the vertical line along with the horizontal line. The differences will give you the change in velocity, and in the horizontal line you will get the differences in your time interval. So that means acceleration in that case will give you the instantaneous acceleration. Acceleration will be your slope of velocity time graph by drawing a tangent. Okay, so you have got it. So in this case, if you will take, this is your say 5 meter per second, then say this is your 10, say this is your 20, this is say your 30 meter per second. Then what will happen? So you just see your slope will be your, say this is your A point, this is your B point, C, D and E. So again here it is BD, I mean slope is your BC, and this is your AC. BC can be determined by your BD minus DC by AC is your ED. So here the velocity is your 30 meter per second minus, say this is your 5 meter per second, and the time is your, say this is your 5 second minus 2 second. So this much is your 25 meter per second by 3 second. So this is 8.33 meter per second square. So this value is your instantaneous acceleration at 3 meter per second at 3 seconds. So at that instant you have just draw a tangent, and from the end of the tangent you draw the vertical line followed by the horizontal line. The differences of this horizontal column and vertical column will give you the acceleration. Okay, now for finding the area again, if you will find the area of this velocity time graph will give you the displacement of the body under non-uniform motion. Okay, so you can write again the area, that is the fourth point. Displacement can be determined by area enclosed by velocity time graph. Okay, so then this area under velocity time graph will give you the displacement. So in this way you have to draw the graph as well as you have to find out the acceleration. Clear? So there are three cases for your velocity time graph. One, nature is your parallel to time axis. Another is inclined with time axis. Inclined with your time axis when the body undergoes uniform acceleration, and for non-uniform acceleration the velocity time graph is a curved line. For that you have got the instantaneous acceleration. Okay, so this much is sufficient for today. Next day I will come with your acceleration time graph. Okay, bye.